Hi, today we're going to talk about some very simple postural exercises on a stick. I suppose I got this idea years ago from the martial art Kendo, the Japanese martial art, where you use a stick, and a lot of their exercises are not necessarily beating the daylights out of their component at all, but it's controlling stick movement. And it's a fantastic way with no weights at all. So Neve is going to be doing this. When she is moving the stick, she's going to tighten her abdominals. So is this someone's going to poke you in the side? I'm doing it right now, but I'm talking and I'm breathing. So it's not a matter of tightening, it's simple tightening. The other thing Neve is going to do is she's going to maintain perfect posture as if like a puppet on a string. There's a string holding my neck up to the sky. My shoulders are drawn slightly back and down as if I have a small pocket in the small of my back. My shoulders are into that. Neve is going to do the same thing. So ideal posture, slight tensing of the abdomen and shoulders in the pocket. So the first one we're going to do is an overhead arm reach. And Neve is going to take the stick and raise it up in front of her over her head with very controlled movements. She's doing perfect posture. And she's going to do that about 12 times. Now, there's no weight involved, but Neve will tell you in a moment that she will actually feel her arms get quite heavy and she'll feel her heart rate go up. And how is that if you're not doing any weights? You could be at home with a lower limb problem. You could be in a wheelchair and you could do this exercise beautifully seated down and you could really tone up your upper back. Perfect. Now Neve is going to stop for a moment and show you how she shouldn't do this, and that is what I tend to do for years of bending over my patients, and what Neve tends to do. We tend to have a forward head posture, so Neve now is jutting forward, and you'll notice she cannot raise the stick as high as she could because her neck is in a very poor postural position. We can stop Neve and correct that posture, long neck with a slight chin down like that, and then do that again for us. She comes up much higher, about 25% higher. Excellent. So that's the overhead reach. The same postural tips will apply from now, and that's going to be simply doing an overhead, like a military press, overhead arm press. So we have a bar, it's really heavy. We're going to push that heavy wooden stick up like that, and we're going to do about 12 of those. Do you feel your arms working?
Yes.
Yes? And there's no weight on there at all? Control those arms up and down. Control the lowering too. Control the lowering. Excellent, Neve. And Neve is maintaining that long neck as best she can. And then we stop. So we have the overhead reach. We have the overhead press. And now what we're going to do is like a standing bench press, if you can imagine this, or maybe a push-up. So Neve is going to take the bar shoulder height and she's going to push it out in front of her and she's going to control that movement. So come towards me. And she tightens up her tummy while she's doing it, and she maintains her breathing. Really important. And she maintains her long neck. That's excellently very good. How are those arms feeling?
Getting tight?
They're getting tight. They're getting tight. You feel it between your shoulders when you pull back. Imagine that it's on an elastic cable when you pull back. You actually, in your mind, you're working that thing back. There is no elastic cable, but your mind can create that. And that's it. 3 simple postural exercises on a stick. Probably 2 to 3 weeks if you did it every day, 12 times, and you get stronger in a week, do another set of 12. You get really strong in 3 weeks, do 3 sets of 12. But you will see a difference and people will notice. To make sure you get our weekly videos via email, go to the subscribe page or use the link in the description. Another great way to get our video updates is to follow us on social media with the links below. And thank you for watching.